Video, I want to talk about tips today and some thoughts on how to get more tips, and then really just some kind of opinions. In fact, this is all opinion, nothing is proven, but I want to just give you my thoughts and help you hopefully get better tips. First of all, have a couple things. This is, well, maybe just one thing. This is an insulated bag. I got this for 20 bucks off Amazon. It does make a pretty significant difference. I just put a towel in it just in case something leaks, and then I've got this little container where I keep some ketchup, salt and pepper, napkins, some forks and straws. I really haven't had to use that much at all, or maybe once, because whenever I go pick something up, I always ask or get it at the restaurant, throw it in the bag. Whatever kind of restaurant it is has various condiments to go with their stuff. So another big thing is make sure the orders are complete and accurate. I have had a couple times where they have not had the order complete and accurate. Most often it's that they forgot the drink. So check your app. It shows you what the person's supposed to get. When you see the person's name, there's a little circle with 3 dots. Click on that and it'll show you what they're supposed to get. I have found that to be not completely accurate often. So do the best you can. But oftentimes it doesn't show you everything they're getting, especially like restaurants, like a sit-down restaurant. I've gotten a few from IHOP or Denny's. Well, when you order an omelet, you don't just get an omelet, but all you see in the app is country omelet. Well, that also comes with side orders, and you don't know what those are. So, just do your best. And then I've had stuff at fast food places. I can't remember them specifically, but I have had at fast food restaurants where usually what happens is I show that they're getting 2 or 3 items, and the store gives me a whole complete extra sandwich that I didn't even know they ordered. So like I said, do the best you can to make sure the orders are accurate and complete, because if they're not, even though it's really not your fault, that's who I think the consumer is going to blame. They're not going to tip you. They're going to give you a thumbs down, even though you're just delivering what the restaurant gave you. Okay, so that's what I think you can do to get good tips. Now, I've seen another video where the guy was saying, oh, he likes to message people. I don't want to do that. I really don't, can't prove anything, but I don't think that's going to work. He says you can't really message them until you click that you've got their food. And I don't like to do that. He says while he's even waiting in the store, he'll message them. I don't want to say that I've gotten your food until I've got it. So you don't even have access to message them until you say that, okay, I'm starting the delivery now. To me, if I'm waiting for my Uber and you tell me, because I think they get notified. I don't even know. I've never ordered from Uber Eats, but I think they get notified that if you swipe that you're starting the delivery. And if I see that notification and then I see that you're messaging me and if you don't have the food, that's really not going to make me want to tip you higher, even if you're trying to help me. I'm just kind of like, just get here. I'm hungry. Get here with my food. I'm not an animal. I mean, I appreciate courtesy and stuff, but I just, because he's basically just writing little messages to build a rapport, to bond with them, like, hey, got your food, I'm on my way, that kind of thing. And that's nice and that's friendly, but while you're doing that, you're not bringing me my food. So his thoughts were you message him when you're at the restaurant, you message him when you're getting close, et cetera, and then you even message him after, a minute or so later after you've dropped it off. You can try it. Feel free. I don't know. I haven't really done it. I feel like when I'm driving, I want to be safe. I don't want to be messing around. You have to look at the app a little bit anyways. I don't want to be trying to message people. And then like I already said about just as a consumer, I just want you to get here. That's my opinion. Obviously, feel free to do whatever you want. I kind of tend to think the people who are going to tip are already planning on tipping. I really don't think I'm going to sway it that much in the positive direction. I think I can sway it in the negative direction by, not getting there quickly and not having it hot, not having it accurate, et cetera, et cetera. That's another thing I should mention. I mean, I don't mess around. I get the food and I go there. I don't speed too much, just, like I regularly, I probably speed a little bit more because you just tend to do that. But I haven't, I don't speed excessively. So I just try to get the food there as fast and safely as I can without, messing around. I think that's the best way to get tips. I do think, like I said, most people know what they're going to tip before they even order. That's opinion, and I will just kind of show you some my tip history here. Let me show you my phone. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get the glare under control. So this is what I did today. And if you get over here, oh, come on. See earnings history. So, okay, so I'm going to show you anything with a green check mark. If you're not familiar with Uber, that is someone who did tip. 315 is the minimum order. So I only got 2 out of 5 today. I would say I normally get about 60% or higher. But, yesterday I got 4 out of 6 that tipped. Now you can see a typical tip is $2. Sorry about the blur. I guess my phone just keeps trying to focus. I'm using an old phone to record on the new phone screen. So a typical tip is about $2. And so I'm guessing these are all, the order was just about $5 and I got just about $2. Let's just see one. If you click it, I have to wait a little bit. Sorry. Well, come on. Okay, so that one, that was a $4 tip. Okay. And I'm sorry, I can't remember which one was which and what I did, but the smallest tip I've gotten is $2, and I've gotten probably as high as 7, but typically 2 to 4. And if you see, as I'll just scroll through, okay, there's a bad day where I didn't get a lot, but all the green check marks are tips. That's a minimum order with a $2 tip. No other tips there. Okay, then you can see a lot. And you can, the 315 again. Boy, that just keeps going in and out of focus. Sorry about that. And I just do this basically from about 11 o'clock to 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just do it while my kids are in daycare. Okay, speaking of that, let me give you 2 commercials. One, if you want to join Uber, I'll put a link. It'll somehow give me like $10 if you do 100 orders in your first 90 days. So please do that if you find this valuable, and if you don't already have somebody you're doing that with, I'll put a link below. And also visit my wife's website, which I am the one who maintains, does all the webmaster stuff. My wife is a Scentsy consultant. I'll put a link below for her website if you're not familiar with Scentsy. If you'd even just go to the website and leave it open for a minute, that helps me with Google. It helps my rank higher. If you would leave it open for a minute and click a link or 2, that even helps me more. And if you want to buy something, that's the best of all. No obligation, obviously, and I can't even prove. Most of you won't do that, I know, but if you would, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and then all the other YouTube stuff. It does help, I guess. I don't get monetized YouTube channel, but maybe if I get enough likes and subscribes, someday I will. So please like the video and subscribe, and I'll become a YouTube thousandaire someday, maybe. Okay, anyways, back to the tips. So let me give you kind of some feedback on what I've done. And I profile people a little bit. I'm not sure how you feel about profiling, but if you're in sales or in Uber delivery, you will do it, probably. Goodness, I'm going to just stop pointing at that because it just keeps focusing. What I've found is people in their 20s or below, I have had some teenagers ordering. It's pretty clear they're at mom and dad's house and they're ordering. Though that age tends to not tip as much, but you don't know who's ordering or where you're going or anything when you see a job come up. So I still accept all the jobs, but you just don't know. So it's something, I guess one thing I would recommend, I live in Tucson, Arizona, where the University of Arizona is. I don't live near it, and I don't usually want to go down there. I want to stay near my home. I did get pulled down there actually today because, like I said, you don't know where you're going. The order was not near the university at the restaurant, but when you pick it up at the restaurant, then you find out where you're going. I was going to the U of A, and it was some staff member. I don't know if she was a professor or just some type of staff. She said something about her office. But anyways, she tipped me. And then because I was in the area, I got 2 quick orders after that. And actually one of them, who was a young girl, did tip me. And then the second one, who was a guy, did not tip me. I don't want to go, and I'm not saying girls, guys versus who tips more. I really haven't paid that much attention. But I don't want to go down there for a couple reasons. One, I just think overall I'll be less likely to get tips because that age group tends to tip less or not at all. And I've done just over 50 deliveries, just so you know. I'm relatively new at this. I've had about 52 or something deliveries so far. But I'm just telling you based on that. I'm going to stay away from the university if I can. The other reason is, and you know, if you live in a city where this is an issue, you might appreciate this. There's very popular areas near the university with a lot of restaurants, and you got to pay for parking, and it's hard to find parking. That order I got today for $3.15, I had to park illegally and risk getting towed. I actually called the restaurant and said, "Hey, can you bring it out to me?" Because I knew it was going to be a minimum order, $3.15. I didn't know if he was going to tip or not. He didn't. But I don't want to risk it to get my car towed to get a parking ticket. It's just not worth it to me. So I'm going to stay away from that area as much as I can. This is the first time it's the second time I've been called down to that area. But the first time I didn't get any. I just got the one that I dropped off, and then I headed back up near my home. I'll stay away from the area because one, that's the demographic of people that's not as likely to tip, and two, the parking and stuff is a headache, and I don't want to mess with it. Not for $3.15.